Oh, yeah, they're angry. That was an excerpt from the Texas Rangers broadcast over the weekend acknowledging the anger among A's fans toward the team owner, John Fisher, and that animosity is only going to grow after today's latest announcement with the A's of a binding agreement to build a stadium in Las Vegas on the Tropicana hotel site. Now, to say details are sketchy here is an understatement because the details change seemingly every day. But one thing that is clear is that the A's want about $400 million in taxpayer funding to help build a new park in Vegas. ABC 7's Casey Pratt joining us live now from Oakland. Casey has been at the leader of the pack in terms of A's stadium news the past few years. So let's pick it up here. Today's news of a binding agreement with Bally's and Gaming and Leisure Properties. Not to be confused with a binding agreement that the A's had just a few weeks ago for another piece of land in Vegas. We've seen this. Binding agreements and shovel in the ground are two very different things, Casey.
Yeah, Larry, they were working on a binding agreement at Howard Terminal. Then they were working on a binding agreement at the Wild Wild West site off Strip in Las Vegas. Then a week later, they're working on a binding agreement at the Tropicana site. The only thing consistent in this entire process, Larry, is that these binding agreements come with a 9-figure ask. They want a lot of public funds, up to $400 million, even on this Tropicana site, which is why I caution people when they hear this news, as scary as it may be. Until you see the legislation, until you read the fine print, until you see what the real ask is, it's hard to really say what is truly going on because they're getting free land in Las Vegas now, but oh, by the way, they still need $400 million to build a stadium. What's going on here?
Yeah, you would think that a billionaire owner wouldn't need the money if you're getting the land for free, but initially the A's said they were building on 9 acres at the Tropicana. Then that became 12 acres. ESPN.com put out a story today that said now it's 35 acres. Do we even know what it is at this point?
Yeah, it's actually 9 acres. So they said it would be 9, then it was maybe 12-ish, back to 9, because the rest of the site is going to be for the Tropicana people, the Bally's people, to develop themselves. So if you looked at Howard Terminal, that was 55 acres. The A's were going to build a stadium on it. Then the whole rest of Howard Terminal, they were going to have waterfront property to develop residential, commercial, all this other real estate that they can make money off. At the Tropicana, it's 9 acres, and that is it. And that is small, Larry, because Oracle Park is 12.5 acres, and it's wedged right up into McCovey Cove. So you can see how small 9 acres really is.
Yeah. Now, the A's, if all this were to happen here, they have to play somewhere until the stadium is complete in Vegas. And that's not going to be Oakland. I think we know that already. But any reaction from the Major League Baseball Players Association about having, let's say, Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani playing in a minor league park for several years, outdoors, 110-degree summer heat in Vegas?
Yeah, Las Vegas in the summer, there's a reason that this ballpark proposal the A's are putting out there includes a retractable roof. Because if you're going to put these big stars out in Vegas on a field that they're talking about adding AstroTurf to, and expect the game's biggest stars to come play in 120-degree heat, you got something coming. The Players Union is not going to be cool with that. Now, a lot of the A's players here, they've recently played in that park because they're just called up from AAA. But the big-name stars, those are the guys you're not going to want out there, and they're going to want to be protected. And interestingly enough, you know, I just caught up with A's manager Mark Kotze. If they were to try to stay and play here, he said so far they're seeing all the signs in the outfield saying sell the team. They're hearing the protests on the field during the games. But at this point in time, they're not yet coming to him concerned. They're just trying to get out there and win. So, yes, they could spend another year or two here max. But then after that, it's going to be the heat in Vegas.
All right. To be continued, Casey Pratt. Appreciate the time.